unmuted. And main, here we go. There you are. Gotcha.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
That's the best one of all time. Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
Guess who's back?
After what, a week?
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
But,
How was your week? What'd you do?
Oh, I'm on vacation. I had to pop one for the boys.
You like pour one out for everybody that has to
Pour
work.
one into my mouth.
Yeah.
Man.
Like,
Well, welcome back, guys.
everybody knows what it is. If you've been, it's 120 episodes. If you don't know where you're at,
121.
yeah, it was 21. But yeah, it's been 120 episodes. If you don't know where you're at, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You're coming back for more.
Well, if you're
So, guys,
brand new, guys, welcome to the Option Select podcast.
yeah, appreciate it.
That's Rick Pena, and I'm Ruben Salazar.
Yep. Hey, check out our streams.
Yeah, so we start off every episode with how was your week?
How was your week?
My week at work sucked ass.
Really?
It was very, very busy because of holidays and all that stuff that we had going on.
What fucking holidays?
Labor Day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like I had some stops that had like double.
Triple. There you go. Like, Harper just walks in here.
Gotcha,
dude.
bitch.
Harper just walks in here like he owns the place, dude.
Harper just got
Doesn't give a
kicked
shit.
out the studio.
Or if I walk by him, he'll just be like, bah, slaps the shit out of me. He's like, but fuck you. Yeah, he's a mad cat, dude.
So yeah, man, it was a little bit busy at work just because of the holiday schedule and all that stuff.
Whole
and
double shit.
Yeah, so like my Monday that I saw last Friday, I didn't get a chance to see them until this Thursday, and then Friday as well. So everything yesterday and today was just like mad packed, like the truck was full to the top. So it was a little bit busy, and we were short a bunch of product like usual. And
What about people?
No
Can you
shortage
do
of
the door
people.
one more time? Let somebody out. My bad.
Dang it! Come on, son, bro. Go outside.
Go. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. So that's the problems. The hazards when you have dogs and pets and cats and all that.
Yeah,
They're all right, though.
they're all right.
All right.
So yeah, it was just a little bit, chaotic at work and whatnot. Nothing too crazy though. Nothing I couldn't handle. I sold a new account.
Oh, what'd you get?
Got some sales. I got another bar. One of my buddies opened another bar. So I made some sales. All that good stuff. I got paid for running my own double, which was like an extra $200 or something like that.
Yay.
So I got a nice little check, ready to go on vacation. That shit started today, bro.
You didn't work last week, did you?
I worked
the week
last week.
before?
I worked last week. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They had me take off Monday. And that was it.
Okay. Take off Monday. Go get tested.
Yeah.
Okay. Done.
Yeah. And
Like,
I
here's-
tested negative. You're
yeah.
like, you're good.
Yeah.
They did the sniff test on me. I was like, can you
Did
smell
they?
that? No.
I was like, did they?
No, I get
Like, what's my
tested
dick
at work.
taste like?
I still get tested at work daily too. So.
Good.
They asked me to just stay away from work and then get my own test done. And then I've been testing myself pretty much every day
Good.
as well.
CVS
So.
Binax or what it's called.
Yeah, the Binax
Core.
ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that. Work was, like I said, chaotic, but like I said, it's over
It's
for
done.
this for a whole week. I'm out, bro. I'm
What
clocked
did they
out.
call you Monday? Like, hey, Ruben.
Nope.
Or Tuesday, like, hey, so and so called in. We need someone.
Don't care. I'm in New Mexico.
Like, we need you to come in.
I fly
Cover.
out. You gonna pay for my emergency flight back
Well, about
and
that.
and for my vacation?
Well, you come back on Saturday.
It's gonna be $6,000, guys. Can we see some receipts? No.
No paperwork.
No, you
$6 grand.
can't.
Yeah.
There's no paperwork. There's
It'll
no
be worth it.
no paper trails. So yeah. So me and Alice fly out tomorrow morning around like 11, I say.
Good.
And then we'll be in New Mexico by 3:00 our time, 2:00 their time, give or take. And then we'll start exploring the city and eating some good food and just relaxing on vacation.
It's not one of those
man.
towns where you have to show your vaccine pass everywhere you go, do you?
I'm not sure,
To
but
go
we're
eat
bringing
out
it
and eat.
anywhere. We're bringing it anyway. It's part of my passport at this point. So we're both vaccinated. We're not really too worried about it. She's never been on a plane before, so that should be an interesting experience to say the least.
It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's fun, man. I
It's
like being on planes.
You take a nap, and then like, oh, we're here.
But we got a layover in Dallas for like an hour, so I'm just gonna get shitty drunk at a Saltgrass or something. I don't know, whatever they got there, and then get on the second plane, and then we're gonna go to Albuquerque, hang out there for a good solid week. I fly back Friday morning, 6 a.m. flight, just so I can catch the podcast because your boy don't miss episodes. I'm just saying.
I could replace you.
You can.
One episode.
You're not gonna,
Who else I get?
because you're gonna be coming to my house anyway. So it's yeah, I'll be back around.
We're doing it, making an online show.
I'm
tired.
tired.
You got jet lag. Let's do an online show.
I got 1 hour jet lag.
Yeah.
So I'll be back around 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning our time. Or actually no, it's like 9 o'clock our time. So it's gonna be a fun time. We're gonna go to Meow Wolf in Santa Fe. We're gonna go to the New Mexico State Fairs going on. They got the hot air balloon bullshit that's going on. We're gonna do some hiking.
Any comedy clubs you wanna go visit?
No,
Or
I didn't
jazz
even
bars
think
or
about
whatever?
it. I didn't even think about that.
See what's
Honestly,
in
we were
town?
thinking about doing like day stuff.
Okay.
More than like I want to get out and see nature and
Okay. Scenic stuff.
and like see. And I know I'm going to a city to do so, but the city, it's close by to mountains and
Yeah.
it's not shit that you
There's a
normally see.
landscape. Yeah. There's scenery there.
It's not like Houston where you walk outside or you can go to the tallest building and look out and just see fucking flat everywhere. The Earth is flat, by the way, flat Earth.
Welcome to the podcast,
Welcome to
guys.
the podcast. No, it's not. NASA's fake. But yeah, so we're gonna go hang out, do all. She had planned out a bunch of day stuff, but I guess it's up to me to like figure out like food and like what to do at night. And I didn't even actually think about a comedy club, but that actually sounds like a good idea.
They got good barbecue joints over there?
In New Mexico?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't think so. That's not one of the states known for barbecue.
Was it Carolina? The South Carolina, Kansas,
Kansas for sure.
Baytown, Texas for sure.
Texas for sure.
Yeah.
Tennessee's another good one. But yeah, like that. I don't really think I think New Mexico has more Mexican food than anything else. If I would have to like take a guess. I don't know. No, I've only been like once.
All right, we'll find
Long time ago.
Do a book report.
Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. But so yeah, we're flying out tomorrow morning. And so yeah, like this week as far as like gaming, it was like Destiny 2, basically trying to max out everything before I go on vacation because I'm not touching a video game at all next week.
You gonna take your Switch?
Nah, I'm not taking anything. Just disconnecting from her a whole week.
Oh, I like that.
So just the phone, actually, just carrying my phone on me. So yeah, a lot of Destiny 2. I hit max light on 2 characters this week, which is a good milestone considering that there's like 165 days left.
What's the level?
In the season 1330, so 1330 is the max you can get with gear, and then it goes up higher from there depending on how much XP and season pass stuff you're grinding. But hit the top level on 2 characters, my Hunter and my Titan. I'm a little bit bummed because this weekend they started Trials of Osiris, which is basically 3v3 elims.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no revive, and it's a round-based system, and they put you on the same map as normal.
Yeah.
And then you go around and you kill people. If they kill your team member, you have a chance to revive them after a certain amount of seconds. But usually what happens is like, say you're on the opposing team, I kill you, your ghost is sitting there. So I'm going to sit there and guard your ghost and see who comes by to come and get it. You know what I'm saying? As the round expires, there's a little central point on the map that you have to control to win the round if you're at a stalemate, basically. But yeah, that started this weekend. There's a bunch of cool gear that come out with it. But
who'd you play with? The boys?
I'm not even going to get a chance to play it. It just started like at noon, and I've been like packing and getting everything together. I had to buy Phoebe some food.
But
today.
during the week though, when you played though, did you play with the boys?
No, it started. Oh yeah, like during the week, yeah, we did raids and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. We did the raids. And
everybody's on PC? Anybody that's on console?
I was playing with Kevin. I was playing with.
How's cross console?
Fucking perfect, dude.
Holding up pretty good.
And I mean, he's on a base PS4, I think, too. And it was like
the connection was pretty good.
Connection was good.
It wasn't like skipping or
none of that. And then his load times were pretty good too, which I was like, I was a little bit amazed by. Actually, I was like, wow, you're loading in about the time that it would normally take to load into a match. I thought it would take longer, but. It didn't. I did play a little bit of Ghost here and there. Some Slay the Spire on my phone still because that's just the game I go to when I'm bored at work and like waiting for the trainee to finish up stuff. So I'm just sitting there playing some Slay the Spire. I've completed that game 3 times. I have one more character to beat it on.
Holy shit.
Because you have to beat it with each different character. So I've got one more character to do that with.
Like just for achievements or like to get an ending?
Not just, I mean, I've gotten the credits 3 different times. 3 different times. But I'm not sure what happens when you beat it with all the characters. So I'll find out, I guess, eventually. Yeah, but other than that, man, like I watched that 9/11 thing on Netflix. It's pretty good. It's pretty fucked up. I can't. Turning Point?
Is that the one where they're not giving help to any of the first responders and shit?
No, that wasn't that one, I don't think. But that was also.
But you know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, where Jon Stewart was like protesting for him.
Like no one's giving them any help, like for all the shit that they breathed in and shit. Like, come on, bro.
No, this one was called Turning Point, where it basically starts on like September 11th, and it goes through and it like talks to a bunch of people about, what happened that day and what they did and what was like the result of it. And then it goes all the way up until like August 15th of this year. Like it went all the way up until August 15th with like the exit of the Afghan, where like they announced that they were leaving Afghanistan or whatever. So it's pretty current and pretty knowledgeable, I guess. Like there's a lot of knowledge to be gained from it because there's a lot of stuff that I didn't know.
Did it talk about like how 12 out of 15 were all Saudi Arabians?
No, it didn't.
No, and the money trail that came from it?
No.
Damn.
No, it didn't talk about that stuff. They did involve the Saudi. I think they did involve the Saudis in there a little bit, but it wasn't like the main focal point. It was mainly talking about how our politicians were pieces of shit.
Oh, they're all corrupt. All of them. They want to cover up and have a relation.
But they didn't bring up they brought up Trump maybe like one episode, and it was just about him like, we're leaving. Like, what are we still doing here, right? Yeah. And then in that same episode, they were like, well, Biden's like, we're leaving by September 11th, guys. Peace. Like, yeah. And then the Taliban had taken over Kabul. I think so. Kabul. Yeah. I couldn't remember how to say it, but it ends like right there. Like, this is what happened. Hey, U.S. spent $3 trillion on this.
Somebody broke it down like how much that was per day. It was like something, like $30-something million a day for 20 years. Like,
it's a lot of money.
Can you imagine how much?
What we could have done with that money?
Mm-hmm. That's sad. Yeah, that shit had to end for sure.
But yeah, so it was a good little watch. I'd say it was like 5 episodes or so, about an hour long episode each. So I watched that this week. I've got some movies downloaded, so we can watch on the plane when we're sitting on the tarmac or whatever, just BSing. So I got some stuff we're gonna watch. So I'll be definitely doing a lot more watching these next couple days, just because of the flights and stuff. But no video games next week. But I will be keeping up with the news. But that's about it, man. I'm just excited to start tomorrow.
So you leave tomorrow, and then what time you come back? Saturday,
I come back Friday morning.
Friday morning.
At 6 a.m.
Man, that's good.
Mm-hmm. How was your week,
Who's taking care of Phoebe?
Oh, Steven's coming over to the house.
Nobody.
Steven's going to be house sitting for me.
Good for him.
OS Chameleon.
Good for him.
So he's coming over tonight. He's going to take us to the airport tomorrow. We're leaving out of Bush, so it's like a 10-minute drive.
Yeah, that's down the street for you.
It's like down the street, so.
Good.
No big deal other than that. But how about you, man? How was your week?
It was Labor Day, so it was only 4 days a week of work. But the work sucked, though.
Didn't?
It just sucked. I got some greenhorn rookie loading my truck. And I tried talking to him, like, dude, you got holes and gaps everywhere, trying to straight the shit out. Like, if something doesn't fit, he just puts it on the floor. I'm like, one of my pet peeves is, like, the second you go into, like, the cargo, if that front part is bricked out, if I can't put my dolly in there or my ice chest in there, like, I get triggered. I'm like, bro, look, dude, I gotta have this space. I gotta have space to work. If I can't get in here and put my dolly away, how am I supposed to work?
Right.
But besides that, though, I mean, work was okay. Work is work. I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight.
Okay.
They recently got a patch where they introduced characters from Hellraiser.
Oh, nice.
I haven't seen him. I've seen some videos, some clips of how he plays. Pinhead? Yeah, I saw some clips of how he plays. I think he's more of on the harder scale because I think he has like some like deeper mechanics. But I've been playing as Nemesis.
Right.
Just like I played as Nemesis, and I was like, okay, let me take a break and I'm gonna try out the Wraith, which was pretty cool. Like, he'll go invisible, and then he breaks out invisible, and then like attack and gets a speed buff while he's there. And then I was like, okay, let me try Nemesis again. So I've been just like sticking with them. And then Tuesday they had a patch, and they just gave him some buffs. I'm like,
okay,
all right.
What'd they do for him?
So his basic attack is just his punch, whatever. It's basic. Everybody has a fucking melee attack, but his second attack is like he charges his tentacle, brings it up, and he whips. And after you hit like, and there's like you get up to tier 3, and you level them up by every time you hit somebody, they get contaminated. So like usually 2 to 3 strikes per person, it'll bring it up, or you can hit your own zombies, and it helps bring it up.
Okay.
But once you have it to like level 2. It goes farther reach, and it could break pallets, and it could break through some doors. Okay. So it becomes to the point because survivors, when they're running away from you, they'll kind of like look back and they'll drop some pallets. But now that with Nemesis, if he's holding it at level 2 mutation, he'll go through the freaking pallet and hit them anyway. Oh, nice. So like they have to respect you when you go to the pallets. But one of the buffs that they gave him was when you're holding up the charge, he used to have like a movement penalty, like minus 2% movement. Now they removed that.
Oh, nice.
So now I'm just walking around holding my tentacle
Ready
ready to go.
whip, dude.
Yeah. So if I see him dropping a pallet, if I see him like hanging behind it, I'm already having my tentacle ready to go.
Right.
If they run right past it, like, all right, just keep going, because they have to respect Nemesis, because I will whip them through the freaking pallet, or I could just break right through it, and it's a lot faster than just using your basic melee attack. So I was like, okay, so I've been sticking around with him.
What does it do for like the next tier above that?
So it goes up to 3 tiers. Once they're contaminated, they have to find a vaccine to remove the contamination status. And while they're contaminated, I think they take more damage. They take damage from zombies if they get hit, and they get, I think, hindered, where it like slows them down or does some sort of their status effect.
That's cool.
I have to look it up.
That's cool.
But yeah, it fucks them up, dude. And I've been just running around with it, just wrecking havoc, and I love it. But yeah, I've been looking around too, and I was like, okay. I'm at the point now where I'm like starting to like min max. I'm like, all right, what perks work good? All right, try these perks, try these add-ons. And the add-ons are their consumables, like per match. And some of them will be like, when you destroy a zombie, your mutation level goes up faster. So you could hit your own zombies to help just get your tentacles
level up.
Yeah, because you want to get level 2 ASAP. That's what you want. Or you could do. There's another one where your zombies respawn faster. There's one where if you destroy your own zombie, you become undetectable for the next 12 seconds.
Okay.
Because usually, once you start getting on a proximity of a survivor, they have killers have what they call a terror radius. So they start hearing your heartbeat, and it gets more intense the closer you get. So if you use that add-on, that consumable, where your terror radius is like where you become undetectable, you just fucking sneak up on the dude. I fucking love it, dude. Yeah, so I'm having a blast, dude. And of course, some friends that I made along the way on on Dead by Daylight, they'll come over and just chit chat with me and give me some pointers and some advice, and I like it, So I've been strictly, for the most part, like 98%, 99% killer. I've yet to try. I tried Survivor once. That's it. Once through the tutorial, and another time like through another game. But I was like,
yeah, you need like a full squad though for that, right?
Yeah, I guess. And there's some things too. There's like some rules too. Like even the creators of the games, like Survive is called SWF, Survive with Friends. Like that's totally cool. But they say like if you're like chit-chatting with each other, that's kind of like frowned upon, because you have a superior advantage over the killer, since it's 4 people able to communicate.
Right.
But people do it anyway. It's just fine.
Of course.
It's fine. And then like there's some survivors, dude. They could get like items where like it's a flashlight or something, or med packs, but mostly if they get a flashlight, they'll have to just flash the killer. And it's a strategy, right? But like usually, like if they're making the escape, they like to turn around and just annoy you, flash you, and start teabagging.
Assholes.
And they're assholes. I'm telling you, I'm just trying to kill them and appease the entity. And here they are just bullying me, teabagging, and flashing me. So what happened was, what I did was, like, there was one that was just trying to be funny. And she kind of try to run circles around me. And I got really lucky. I popped her. And she knocked her down. I grabbed that bitch and like
put her on the hook.
Put her on a hook. And I just stand there in front of her. She was the last one. So that's it. The second I hooked her, she's dead. So I just kept grabbing my tentacle and just whipping at her.
That's what you get.
Yeah, it is.
That's what you get. That's why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, so I've been playing Nemesis and I've been enjoying it. There's other basic characters, and like I do, because right now I think like till the 30th of this month, a lot of the like expansion packs. Not expansion packs, but like group packs are like on discounted sale. So I'm thinking about buying the killer pack, like all the killers. I'm like,
yeah, why not?
Because not only that though, like, because the base game's like $20, and then just looking at the price, I'm like, I guess I know as much as I don't like microtransactions, like this one, it feels like okay. The base game, I bought it for like $10, and like I'm actually having a lot of fun with this. So I was like, maybe. And the thing also, a lot of different killers, their perks are shareable. So after you level up that killer, the perks that they that they originally have, you can share with other ones. So you can get, because Nemesis has 4, and I'm using 2 that I really like, and there's another one from Leatherface that's really good. It's called Barbecue and Chili, and there's another one from.
What the fuck does barbecue and chili do?
It has I don't know. It's really good.
That just sounds like a great perk.
Yeah. And there's another one. I got one from the Hag where it just constantly messes up the generators.
Okay.
That's also a thing I have. One of my perks, the Hex Ruin. It's constantly like. They have to get the generators up and running. If they don't do that, with that perk, they start degressing the what you call it. So I'm able to instead of focus on generators, instead of me breaking them, I'm able to just focus on survivors. That's how I am. So I don't even fuck around with generators now. I just survivors, right? Because usually, survivors have to get the jennies up and running. So you have to
escape.
Yeah, so you have to stop, find the jennies that they're working on, break them down. So on this one, like I just let that go. I don't have to worry about this. I'm able to just focus on survivors. But yeah, I'm enjoying that game. I'm liking it. I'm thinking I might buy the killer pass. It's like I'm having fun. It's good. It doesn't feel like it's like I said, it's not predatory. And I'm not buying cosmetics. Like I just want other killers.
No, but you get more fun with more killers.
And just try something out because there's another killer I want to try out. I want to try out Blight. He looks like a freaking plague doctor without the plague horn. You know how the plague doctor
right, the nose.
The cone? He doesn't have that. He just looks like he looks like a diseased scarecrow from Batman.
Okay.
Just a burlap sap and just pus and goose just hanging out his face. I'm like, there's one from I think it's called Legion. I think he comes from the what's those movies? Purge, the Purge movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he comes from there. He has a lot of. They all have unique talents and skills. So I'm like,
why not, dude?
Okay, yeah, why not?
Play different styles, and you might like one of them.
But I'm definitely enjoying the game. I'm having fun with it. So that's been fun. What else I've been playing? Maybe I think I did a little bit of Guilty Gear. I'm not too sure. No. I think I wanted to play. No, I did play a couple matches last Thursday.
Nice.
That's about it though. Nothing major. I've just been stuck on DBD. I've been enjoying it. I joined the Reddit and everything just so I could look at people's like strategies and what people do and just talking shit and memes. I'm like, okay, it's starting to make sense now.
Yeah.
But there's fucking strategies and layers to it. I'm like, okay, I'm enjoying it. I've been watching Prison School. I'm almost done with that one, and I've been watching another anime called Gangsta.
Anime called Gangsta?
Gangsta.
Okay.
Not gangster. Gangsta.
Gangsta.
Yeah, it's
50 Cent?
It's literally it's literally two like hitmen that do like odd jobs in this very like shitty town.
Okay.
And it just follows them around and get their backstory. There's murders and prostitution and drugs and extortion and racketing. It's kind of like a modern. It's like a made up town for sure. It's called Ergastilum. It's a made up town.
It's definitely made up.
Yeah. No, Ergastilum, California.
It's kind of
been there. No, but it's a made up town. So I don't think it's like takes place, and it's kind of like modern. Like if it was like because they have cell phones and vehicles and whatever. So I've been watching that. I'm enjoying it. I saw like a couple episodes a long time ago, but I was on Funimation. I was just like browsing through. I was like, oh, okay. I just put it on there. So I've been watching that like while I exercise and stuff. And as for exercising, just, the kettlebell, usual stuff. Man. Adding my own rotation. I got this nice app. I think it's called Interval Timer. So you could really set it to like, say I want to do 20 seconds workout.
Yeah, 10 seconds off.
And then do it 8 times. Yeah, and it'll beep, beep, beep. Okay, ready. And then it'll give you a little countdown and when to prepare. So that way I just listen to the beats while I'm just, watching.
Right. That way you don't actually have to watch like a tape or something.
Yeah. Like I said, I like the on 6 videos, but after a while, like, okay, I want to change my workouts. Like I like all these, but I don't want to do the same routine each and every time. I just want to change it. Mm-hmm. So, and like you said, like after a while, like, you start hearing all of John Wolf's jokes. Like,
yeah,
it sounds like
Sonic Boom. Jokes.
Yeah. Imagine you're trying to do a hip thrust, like a booty bump. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about,
So, yeah, man. I was like, after like the 5th time of that, I was like, I'm done.
I get it.
Sonic Boom.
Yeah, you like Guile. You're a Guile main. Gotcha. So, been doing that. What else did I do? Oh, did you see the Matrix Resurrection trailer?
I did.
What'd you think?
I'm a little lost, but I guess that's kind of like the appeal of it a little bit.
Feel you in 20 years later.
I mean, it feels like he's in the Matrix, but they're asking him to go back to the Matrix. I'm wondering why, he's in there and doesn't know what happened to him to begin with. Maybe it was part of the self-sacrifice that he did because he was supposed to be like Jesus, right?
Yeah.
The savior. So I'm glad that they got Trinity, what's her name? Carrie-Ann Moss and
Samuel. Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne isn't in the movie. He's dead. He's dead.
I thought he was like the one offering the pills. Blue pill or red pill?
Nah, that was like
else?
That was a young version of somebody.
Okay.
He was trying to emulate.
Okay.
Emulate it a lot, but I'm excited. I want to check it out. I want to see what's going on.
Lana Wachowski.
Yeah.
That's the Wachowski brothers.
That's the correct Not you're dead naming. You're dead naming. They changed.
They changed.
Wachowski's still alive though, but Lana.
So
I'm
just one of them that does it.
No, they still both. I think they both make films still.
Oh,
I'm not sure
But only
if they're
one is
working
doing it.
together on this one, or maybe like they bought the rights out of like maybe Lana bought the rights from
Merrimax or whoever had it. I
their
forgot.
sibling or something. I don't know. So I'm excited. It's supposed to come out the same
Christmas, I
time
think?
as it's supposed to come out Christmas, but it's also supposed to come out around the same time as John Wick 4, if I'm not mistaken. They're supposed to come out the same day.
You're making a 4.
Yeah, it's like almost done.
I never watched
As
the third
far
one.
as what I don't know if they pushed it back because Matrix, Resurrections, and John Wick 4 were supposed to come out the same day. But they're both Keanu Reeves movies. I think they would compete against each other pretty hard. I think John Wick would probably do a little bit less than Matrix because Matrix is such a
Has a bigger fan base.
bigger
It's
and
been
longer
Yeah,
following.
it has more of a historic.
I just hope they don't try and do any more video games with the Matrix. That would be the last couple ones were kind of garbage. No made for like
Every video game movie. Name a good one.
name of good video game movie.
Yeah.
Or movie video game.
Yeah, a game that they got the license and made a video game into.
I can't think of one off the top of
They're
my
not,
head.
because the thing is, they're told, oh, the movie's coming out in 3 months. Make a game.
I mean, that correlates with
and they're like, oh, we can't make a game in 3 months. That's why they all suck.
But yeah, I just hope they don't do any more video games for the Matrix. Just do the movies. Let us have a good time, and hopefully this starts off another thing. But Keanu looks good. Carrie-Anne Moss is still fucking good looking, and it looked fun. I'm excited.
I saw that it's available for HBO Max.
Yeah,
So I'm like, okay, I'm in. But my initial thought was, why?
I'll wait for it to come.
Yeah,
out.
no, my initial thought was, why? Why are they making another one?
Oh, fair enough.
But I was like, because I thought the story, wrapped up in a trilogy pretty well.
Yeah,
But I was like, well, why not explore it?
That's why I'm kind of intrigued on this one. Like, oh, maybe
Yeah.
maybe they're gonna change it up a little bit, or what's going on, or what's happening, and
And for sure, it's been 20 years. So, I mean, it's been way removed from the original that, this is a whole new set of,
since the first
audience.
Matrix, it's been 22 years. Ah, damn, it's been
Just
a long
about,
time.
yeah, around the turn of the century.
1999 when that movie came out. God damn, I saw that one in the theater, bro. I was blown away. My favorite line to this day is still, "You think that's air you're breathing now?" Whenever he's in the simulation, I was like, "Fuck," it still fucks me
I
up.
remember.
But anyway, yeah, I'm excited for that one. That one looks good. It looks fun, and I want to see the trailer for John Wick 4 too. If we're talking about Keanu Reeves, check that.
I hadn't even seen the John Wick 3.
You had?
Nah.
Pretty
I mean,
good.
I enjoyed the second one, but I was like, okay, cool. When I heard 3 is like, just they're expanding on the world, I was like, okay.
Yeah, Halle
Okay.
Berry's in it. She controls like 2 Belgian Malinois who are amazing.
They
in
get
that.
shot, don't they?
Huh? No.
Oh.
No, one does get shot, but he's wearing a bulletproof vest, bro.
You
Fucking
see,
dog with a bulletproof
dude,
vest,
have
bro.
you seen those vests that they make for dogs? So,
The
so
tack
hawks, so hawks and coyotes won't run off with them.
What? No.
Yeah, it's like a vest for your small dog where they'll have like kind of like these like spikes and these kind of like bristles that stick out. That way they won't. So it could like deter the
Wow.
coyote or hawk from taking your small dog, because there's some place like in California or like New Mexico where
Yeah, those snatch.
they'll take your small dog. So I was like, holy shit.
I remember seeing there was I think there was like a shepherd, like not an actual German shepherd, but a dog that was being a shepherd for sheep.
Mhm.
And they gave him like this fucking giant like spike collar out to here. And then there's this one photo of this dog. I can't remember the name of the dog or whatever, but he's covered in blood. The dog's just covered in blood. But the sheep is like head to head with the dog, like thanking the dog for protecting the sheep, basically. And he's covered in blood, but it's not his blood. Like the coyotes go for the wolves,
really?
they go for the neck, so they bit onto the spike collar and fucked themselves up.
Oh, really? So it's like a protection.
It's protection against. So he didn't actually get hurt. He was just covered in all the other dogs' blood or wolves'
Were there
blood.
coyotes
whatever.
or the wolves?
Well, whatever they were. Like they
Okay.
were like attacking these group of sheep. But like it's a cute picture because I mean it's cute, but it's also gruesome at the same time because this dog is covered in blood and he's like head to head, nose to nose with like this sheep, and the sheep's just like, hey man, thanks. like man, like I was like, God.
Thanks for saving me. From
But
free
yeah,
rip.
I've seen those big spike collars like that for like protection against wolves, but I've never seen like
I saw a vest.
for-
Yeah, I have like little metal spikes and some like some bristles just to like, I guess, to help deter like the birds of prey from dive bombing to your little dog. I'm like, yeah, that would suck if you turn around like, Oh,
Snatch.
Jackie. Yeah, that would suck. I'd be mad.
Hell yeah, dude. Go get my gun.
Get my gun. We're in Texas, bro. You should carry one already.
Just shoot. What you got, Bubba?
So I think Sony PlayStation was listening to our podcast.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, after saying that, because I think they first said Horizon Zero Dawn will be just a $10 upgrade. And I think recently, well, and then
next day,
and a couple of days later, when they had the Horizon Zero Dawn announcement, they're like, oh yeah, it's only gonna be $10, but everybody's like, hold up, didn't you say they're gonna be free? They're like, oh shit, yeah, we did. So it's free now for upgrade. But then they said after that, they're like, okay, but here on after, God of War, Gran Turismo 7, and whatever, next cross-gen exclusives, they're going to be $10 to upgrade. I'm like, well, at least I told you up front here and there. Now you know.
I mean, that's what they've been doing. Let's be real. Yeah, I'm a little, I mean, they were listening to the podcast because as soon as like we ended the podcast and it went viral, the following morning they issued a press conference and they said, due to the Option Select podcast reporting on this and their strong opinions on the way it should be, we decided that we're going to make this upgrade free this time and never again.
Yeah, we're being silly, guys. But yeah, for the consumers, they I think they went to Twitter. They voiced their concern, and they called them out because I think Sony did say it would have been free, and then when they had their message, they said it was gonna be $10, and then that's when like, hold on, guys, wait.
I still think they're doing their fans a disservice. I think Xbox is doing it the right way. If you're buying it on Xbox One, you're getting the what is it called, the smart
game delivery or smart delivery? Yeah,
smart delivery. Smart delivery. You're getting your games upgraded to the next gen for no extra cost to you. Your saves, everything all transfers. They have a nice little ecosystem going on the Xbox side of things. So I think they're doing it the right way. Sony, on the other hand, is asking for $10 more. Or they're bundling in with some sort of like DLC or whatever.
Deluxe bundle Ultimate Edition.
Kind of like Final Fantasy did or Ghost of Tsushima's doing. Things like that. I think it's a little shady, but they are giving you something for the money, right? But they're not like, is it worth $10? Yeah,
maybe.
Maybe. It just depends on what the upgrades are. It just can't be like, oh, we made it 4K now, 60 FPS, and that's it, $10, please.
I think doesn't it also kind of like target a limited audience, someone that's specifically getting it for the PS4 and then upgrades to the PS5. I mean, at this point, I figured if you really want, I'm not saying PS5s are not readily available for sure. If you walk to a Best Buy or a Walmart, you're not. I mean, I walked into a Best Buy last Saturday. There's still, all I saw was one box for the headset, and I think one box for the headphones and one box for the controller. That's all I saw. I didn't see any consoles.
I finally found the fucking dual controller charger. Finally found it. So I picked it up and it's like sitting in between our mic stands on our little center table. So I've got the both white and black controllers set up. Yeah, they're always charged, which is my main concern.
That's the reason why I have it set on the controller that way. Once down, you just rotate the other.
But that was my issue with the PlayStation 5 is the battery just it lasts for a good while, but like if you have the advanced features on, like the triggers and the rumble and the lights and the speaker and all that shit, it's only gonna last like 6 hours, and
Well, I'm pretty fortunate. I have Mikhail's PlayStation just right there, so the C type cable reaches. But yeah. You have yours is more distance. But going back to like who it targets, and like I mean they're not readily available. But at this point, if you're within like our demographic, you already have your shit together. You're an adult. You probably have a steady career job. If you really want one, could have found one by now. I'm just saying. I mean, it could be the whole different story. I don't know.
Correct.
But I mean, I feel like if you really wanted it,
I mean, but in the long run, I think
price tag aside, you could get it.
In the long run, these $10 upgrades, what it does is it hurts their initial sales. Is basically what it does. Because if you're a smart consumer, then you're just gonna wait until you can find the product that can run the game that you want to play it at. Like that was my main concern with Cyberpunk coming out on PS4 and like Xbox One. I was like, that's a bad decision. Like they're touting this game to be like the next best, greatest thing.
How you gonna do that when your hardware still is
and it couldn't even do 30 FPS, at 1080p at the time. And so like I was like the best place to get it is to, of course, get it on PC if you're gonna play the game or whatever. But like if you want the best version of that game, then are you gonna buy it on PlayStation 4 and then play through it and then beat it before the time you get a PlayStation 5? Then what's the $10 upgrade worth? Or you could just wait until you get a PS5 and then play it on, buy it for PS5.
I can see the point where you would want to ASAP just so you want to be a part of that conversation. Your friends got it. You want to talk about it. Get together and stuff like that. Or be part of the community, or when you go online or whatever. You want to be part of that like community and chit chat about it.
Yeah.
But if you wait, like I said, some people don't even care about that.
Well, as of right now though, there hasn't been a PS5 or an Xbox Series S title that, for me, has been like that imperative that I need to have it so I can be a part of a conversation. Like there hasn't been that title yet. Now, granted, that just changed Thursday for me because I can't fucking wait for some of the things that we'll talk about later. But like Returnal, I very much enjoyed. I'm glad I got to play it. But did I need to be a part of that conversation? No. I've talked to so many people that have a PS5 and they don't even have the game.
Really?
You don't have it. My other friends don't have it.
I only have one PS5 game
right now. For now.
Right now, yeah.
But yeah, so like things like that, like I didn't need to be a part of that conversation. Ratchet and Clank was just for me. Like I wanted that one day one because that one is like one of my all-time favorite video games of all time. So I definitely had to pick that one day one. It had nothing to do with being a part of a conversation, or it's just one of my favorite games to play ever. And like as far as like Deathloop is concerned, like they de-incentivized.
Why did I see another fucking trailer for Deathloop?
They de-incentivized me to play Deathloop on PS5. Like I was gonna pick it up on PS5, but it comes out PC on Steam the same day. So now you just took away all my incentive to buy this on this exclusive console, Bethesda, and then you're still gonna release it on PC. And I was just kind of like, well, I guess I'm just gonna get this on PC now. Done there.
Yeah,
like
you get mods and upgrades and patches and whatever you want to do with
whatever I want to do with it. But I think they're shooting themselves in the foot. It's a double-edged sword. Like, yes, they're getting a little bit more money for when people upgrade their game or whatever, but you're alienating your fan base at the same time, and you're causing all this kind of negative press onto you. Like, you just seem like you're being like a money grubbing company,
a business,
like but like
a corporation.
You're being more of a shittier corporation than Nintendo. And even more so than Xbox. And Xbox has been kind of like, do whatever you want. Like, play the game here. You can play it here. You can fucking play it on your phone whenever you're away from everything. Like, play wherever you want, dude. We want you to play, and then play on your PC too while you're at it. Fuck it. Get all the good graphics on it. Any platform you want. And they're having the best practice so far, followed by, I think, second place maybe like Nintendo. And then like...
Really?
Maybe Nintendo, but Nintendo's got some shitty practices too. It's like, we're just going to take this game exactly how it was on Wii U, and we're just going to put it on Switch for full price.
For sure, the whole online experience, I just don't feel that. I mean, it's $20.
Yeah.
You probably spent $20 on something crappier, but still, it's like that online service. Like, what do I get out of it?
They're giving you Game Boy Advance games.
That's what I heard. Like, okay, I'll play Pokemon Blue or Red or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Which were fun games.
Advance? I don't even think that was Ruby. Ruby is where that started. Ruby and
yeah.
Sapphire or some shit like that. But like I don't know. Like I think Sony and Nintendo are kind of like tied at this point for like who's the shittier game company. They both make great first party titles. I love their first party titles. But whenever it comes to like getting the game on your current console, as a matter of fact, I think Nintendo might be worse.
I think they're the worst
because PlayStation's all they're asking for is $10. All PlayStation's asking, just give us $10. We'll upgrade it for you. No big deal. We'll just flip a switch. No big deal. You want it on Nintendo? You gotta pay full price. And guess when it's going on sale? Never. It's never going on sale.
No, they'll do like limited physical release, or
for an emulated game.
Here's the next Switch, just smaller.
Bigger screen with better light.
OLED screen. I'm like, what?
And an Ethernet cable.
Okay, that's pretty good though. I'll give him that. But that should have been like auto
day one,
bro.
Day
like,
one.
Just put that shit on the fucking dock or something. I don't know.
Charge $50 more for this shit, boys. Boom, and they're gonna pay for it. But yeah, like I don't know. Xbox is doing it right, and I think Nintendo.
They just don't got the games.
Doing it right. They just don't have the games right now, but they're coming.
I hope so.
They're coming. Elder Scrolls is coming. They got Starfield coming.
For sure, Elder Scrolls.
They got
for sure
another
Scrolls.
Fallout coming, I'm sure, at some point, and people are going to be pissed off because they bought a PlayStation to play Spider-Man 2 and God of War, and they're hating on Xbox, and why isn't it coming to PlayStation?
Oh, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Yes, let me see. So Horizon Forbidden West, PlayStation blog update, September 4th. Players who purchase Horizon Forbidden West on PS4 will be able to upgrade to the PlayStation 5 version for free. Jim Ryan, president and CEO of Sony Interactive.
What that means, boys, is you buy the game on PS4 and you upgrade it to your PS5 for free instead of paying the $10 extra on PS5 anyway, unless they're the same price. Because my assumption is that one is 60 and one's 70, right?
I'm guessing.
So just buy it on PS4, get your free upgrade to PS5.
And then they said PlayStation first-party exclusives, cross-gen titles, both digital and physical, will offer a $10 USD digital upgrade option from PS4 to PS5. That includes God of War, Gran Turismo 7, and any other cross-gen exclusives.
So God of War Ragnarok?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a cross-gen title. It's supposed to come out like 2023, no?
I think Spider-Man is 2023. I think God of War is going to be
2022.
Like 2022, yeah, okay. Early 2022.
Okay. It's still coming out with PlayStation 4 games.
Yeah. Cross-gen. It
is
what it is. Yeah.
I'm definitely getting that one on PS5 though.
Oh, yeah. At this point, if you have a PS5, there's no point of going back to your PS4.
Except to buy Horizon Zero Forbidden West and to get your free upgrade.
Get your free upgrade, yeah.
That's it. That's the only reason.
But even...
It's $10 for free. Why not?
Do you have a PS5?
If you have a PS4 and a PS5, you buy it on your PS4, and then you get your $10 free upgrade.
Yeah, because I don't say don't they have it as the part of the PlayStation collection? But I don't think so. Not
as a PlayStation collection. No,
it
was a PlayStation Plus game not too long ago, Horizon Zero Dawn, and then they gave it the good old PS5 patch update. Give the
enhanced update,
the 60 FPS at 4K.
I have yet to go back to those games.
Man, they're long.
I can't.
It takes so much time.
I want to play those games, and like when I was watching the Sony showcase, they had all these open world single player games. I'm like,
can't wait.
I want to play them, but I just like.
Dude, I can't fucking wait, bro. I'm so excited.
For which one? What's the one you want the most? Well, okay, what would you give?
I mean, what
would you give? Hold on. Before you start, what would you give the showcase grading? A minus, A plus, B plus, B minus?
I give it based off of what I saw.
So what you saw, your initial thoughts.
I didn't watch the whole conference. I caught it after because I was at work.
Okay. I watched it when I came home. Me and Mikhail both watched it on YouTube. It was like 40 minutes long.
I'd give it an A.
Okay.
Solid A.
Okay.
Yeah, a solid A. I won't say A++ because there was no Final Fantasy Remake Part 2 or Final Fantasy, was it 16, right?
I know they had something from Square Enix, but it wasn't Final Fantasy.
But there was none of that.
No.
Yeah. Like, there was none of those things that they announced previously. They didn't show anything more of those at this point. There's no Cyberpunk 2077 PS5 upgrade. There's no Witcher 3 upgrade shown off. You know what I mean? Like all these things that they could have, that all these different developers have already talked about. Like nothing else is, like the things that I saw that blew me away. Oh man, dude, I was so fucking stoked, dude. First of all, Insomniac is just got to be like fucking marveled up, dude. They got to know somebody in the Disney office because, bro.
We're hanging out with Kevin Feige, probably.
They are doing something right because they have Spider-Man 2 coming out in 2023.
It looks like you're partnered up with Miles, right?
Miles, and you're going against Venom.
Venom's in there. I thought it was Doc at first. That's what I thought.
I thought it was Electro because of the electricity that struck the lightning pole or the light pole or whatever. And then, then you hear Venom's voice, and it was just so fucking great. But even then, that game looked a lot closer. It looked a lot closer to be like released because it looks like it's using the same engine. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't look super crazy, like more advanced or whatever. And to be released in 2 years, maybe I'm going to say March 2023. Put it on your calendars, boys. March 2023 is when it's coming out. To be followed, right after that. Well, I think before that they had Wolverine shown. They showed like a little.
I think it was either before or around there.
It was around the same time, right? And then they showed off the little bit of Wolverine. No gameplay, just cinematic. It even says at the bottom is like this is not actual gameplay or whatever. Yeah. But to also showcase that from Insomniac Games, just I'm excited, man, because what they did with Spider-Man, I can't wait to see what they do with Wolverine. I don't know if it's even going to be like an open world game or a hack and slash or whatever it's going to be, but I'm excited for it just because it has an Insomniac tied to it. I know they're going to do it justice.
So to me, I think the fact that Marvel is allowing Sony to use an X-Men, I think that's a big win because X-Men have been just shunned, closeted away in all their video games up until.
Because Sony owns it, right? Still,
they do now. They do. I think they have not. Well, now they want to bring I guess they want to bring the mutants back into. Now that they purchased Fox, and I think whatever licenses they have when they were.
It's Fox.
Sending out all that. Now they're gonna be in it because back when Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite came out, it was all the basically New Avengers, some Guardians of the Galaxy. There was no X-Men in there.
Right.
And since then, it's like, when did you see? Maybe you saw some. You saw some on the Switch game, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. You saw some Marvels, like you saw it from everybody.
So Fox owns the rights to X-Men, right?
I don't know if they own the rights, but I think they have like licensing properties, kind of like how Sony has it for Spider-Man.
For X-Men, right? And Sony's got it for Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Because
right.
Deadpool was, I think, is from like Fox Films, I think.
Right, because he's part of the X-Men universe.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
The mutant faction, or the mutant part, and that all those mutants were licensed to Fox and stuff like that.
Right. But so, that changed up recently, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because Disney finally acquired Fox, and I guess everything.
Yo,
it's so weird.
It's such a fucking baller move. Disney's like, oh, you're not going to give us that back? Oh, we'll just buy your company.
Well, Disney's, I think they're so big that they're just doing whatever they want. And I think it's good and bad. I think it homogenizes some things because it just becomes the formula. Just like, okay, I've seen this. When you're watching a Disney movie, like, oh, okay,
right.
Because when Fox was doing their movies with like Deadpool, like, oh, they're breaking out of it. They're kind of like going with the rated R, going more edgy, more. I mean, I like that part. Marvel, owns ABC. Always been kind of squeaky clean. And I always kind of want to like pander to a certain audience to make the most money, which is mostly the PG-13 audience, G audience, and stuff like that.
Right.
So, but the fact that Marvel is allowing Sony to use the X-Men, like Wolverine, like basically their flagship mutant.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
definitely
awesome. I'm enjoying it. I always thought Wolverine was badass, and I think just to see that the fact that they're loosening the reins on the X-Men part is better for me.
And not only that, but like that room was like covered in blood and dead bodies and stuff. So yeah, it looked pretty dope. I'm excited. I hope it's like I know they're gonna call it Wolverine, but I hope it's kind of like because I know a lot of Wolverine fans are gonna play this video game or whatever, right?
A lot of Marvel fans, period.
A lot of Marvel fans are gonna play that game just in general. Now let's say they give it more of like his backstory, like Logan into him becoming Wolverine. Or him having like flashbacks and like going through, all of that shit, because he's definitely got PTSD. Let's be real. Especially
didn't he serve like in 4 wars or something like that?
Yeah, he's been in. I think he was in the Civil War, the American Revolution,
World War One,
World War One, World War Two, Vietnam.
I don't know. I could be wrong, but yeah, he's been around.
He's been
around. Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they do with it. I would definitely want to see like what kind of a game it's gonna be, but just because they announced it, I'm like, I'm in. I'm already in on it. And then Spider-Man, that trailer was so good. Him and Miles, Peter and Miles together, and then they tied in a little bit of slow motion action with a bunch of flashy shit going on, and then at the end, it just for a split second flashes Venom's face. With the voice, whoever was doing the voice for Venom was fucking.
The voice to me sounded like it had an accent, so I thought it was gonna be Doc Ock. So when they were looking down that dark alley, I thought the tentacles were gonna come flying out because it sounded like it had an accent, and then it kind of changed to that very raspy voice. I'm like, oh, okay.
Did you play through Spider-Man at all the way through?
Up to like Act 1. I got bored of it.
Spoiler alert: Doc Ock dies.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I figured.
So yeah,
I know he's part of your.
I thought it was
mentor.
Electro.
He was your mentor, and then but you know how they can find a reason to retcon shit.
I know.
Some
but
special
spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's just a quick flash, and then somebody took that little screen grab, and Venom's face and outline and character profile just look really, really good, and I'm very excited to see it. It's definitely not what's his fucking face, Topher Grace from Spider-Man 3.
I wish it was Topher Grace. That 70s show.
That 70s show.
Yeah.
This one's definitely more of like the comic book Eddie Brock style. Tom Hardy.
Do you think it's gonna be like next year's Grand Theft Auto 5, where you just kind of like bounce around from different character? Like, you know, Miles is doing one thing in a certain part of town.
I hope you
mission, and then you kind of bounce back to Peter
I hope you get to play as Venom as well.
or Venom.
And then like Venom will be like anti-hero Venom, like the Lethal Protector type Venom, where
You're gonna do night missions.
yes, dude, that'd be so freaking cool. I think it might just bounce around. What happened in Spider-Man 1 was you know, you would go through you would progress through the story, and then a cutscene would happen, and then you would start playing as like Mary Jane or Miles, and then it would like go back to Spider-Man and things like that. I feel like I would see a lot more of that happening. Like, oh, this major thing's happening in the city, and then like you know, Spider-Man and Miles are swinging along, and Miles, go get that train or whatever, and like Spider-Man goes off and does his thing, and you play as Spider-Man going, and then meanwhile, after you beat that mission, pops up, and then you take over Miles, and then you get to see both sides of it, and how
you see the arc,
how it comes together. So I think they're gonna do a lot of that. If I had to take a random guess, and I'm so excited to see what they got to do. But fucking 2 years and 6 months, we're gonna have to wait for that one. I'm telling you right now, March 2023. We're gonna roll back on this.
I'm pretty sure Q1 2023.
2023 for sure.
And then we'll talk about it, how it got delayed till summer.
But what did you see from that press conference that you got excited for, if anything?
Let me go look at it real quick. Write it down. The KOTOR remake.
That was my next one.
That one looked pretty cool. Project Eve. That looked interesting. So when I first saw it, I was like, Bayonetta with an Asian girl instead of an English girl.
Okay.
And I was like, no. Okay. Nier Automata is a robot. No. I said, okay. And I just kept watching it, and I was like, you know what? This does look. It reminds me a lot of that. It reminds me of a of a Platinum Games style game. You know,
Okay.
just, it reminded me of that. I got those vibes. You know, hack and slash, over the top, just fun and stuff like that. I was like, okay, so that one was interesting to me. I like that.
So did they say what type of game it is or when it's coming out?
Like I said, just looking at it, it looked like a Nier Automata / Bayonetta.
Okay.
Or just over the top hack and slash, similar to like Bayonetta. Guys, hate me if I will. I don't care. Bayonetta is basically what Devil May Cry was before Devil May Cry was. That's what it is.
Okay.
Just boop, boop, we shoot him up, hit him in the air, and then air combos, and bounce him down. I mean, I haven't played DMC 5, but I did play
pretty good.
A DMC 1 and 2. So, I mean, I'm kind of familiar. You know, you hit him with your sword, and then Ebony and Ivory just pop him down and shoot him, and then do more combos. And, you know, the bigger your chain gets, the more damage you do, stuff like that. So, that's what I'm guessing Project Eve's going to be. Okay. Something similar along those lines.
And did they give a release date? Or
shit.
Is it by Platinum Games?
No, it's from, I forgot who it was. Did you see the one from 2K Games?
No.
Tiny Tina Wonderlands.
Oh, I've heard about this one for a while. Yeah,
that one looked pretty cool. Like it's so like fantasy and with guns at the same time. I'm like, and of course it has that, you know, that Borderlands art style. I'm like I don't know if I'll play it, but this looks like fun.
Yeah, Tiny Tina was always like one of my favorite comedic reliefs in the games.
Oh, she's in the game?
Yeah, she's in the game. Oh, 1 and 2 for sure.
Really?
No, yeah, was she in 1? I can't remember if she was in 1.
Chat,
2 and 3 for sure.
Pull it up, chat.
But yeah, fucking great. Her character was so fun because she would just be talking to you, and she would get like this raspy voice and like you know, get on you. Yeah, I liked her a lot as a character, and I'm glad that she's getting her own little spinoff. I always liked her, so yeah, hell yeah. Can we go back to KOTOR real quick, because you just kind of fucking glazed over.
You asked me what was good about it, and you said you didn't watch it.
Kind of glossed over that.
You said
you
chose not to watch it.
I saw it.
Okay,
I saw that.
Then how did you forget about it? It's on you. Huh?
I didn't forget.
Okay, let's talk about KOTOR. So we
KOTOR.
just saw, all we saw basically was
Darth Revan.
But I call him Kylo Ren.
No, wrong one.
Wrong nerd. Sorry.
Darth Revan.
Sorry, wrong nerd. But I basically you just show like a still, and then like the lightsaber.
The lightsaber come on,
and then you see the, you know, under the hood you see the helmet, and then Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, remake.
Remake.
Yeah.
So I didn't see any BioWare
Nope.
insignias on the bottom.
Nope.
I didn't see any stuff like that. So I'm curious. Are they gonna have a hand in it? Is Blue Point Games gonna have a hand in it? So
No, this one's being published by, developed by Aspyr Games, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
And they've done a lot of ports.
Do they?
They've done a lot of ports, a lot of Star Wars ports, as a matter of fact. So they know the Star Wars franchise pretty well, I would say. They've done like Pod Racer and Battlegrounds and shit like that. I had to look it up myself. Now,
is that a company that Sony? Did Sony buy them recently?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
I'll have to look it up.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. But yeah, I as soon as I saw that and I saw what it was, the fanboy in me immediately came out.
I was like, Travis is gonna be happy. I
screamed like I was screaming. I was like, wow, this is so crazy. And then like my whole clan, because like we were raiding at the time, and I was watching this in between raid runs.
Yeah.
And he was like, what are you screaming about? I was like, KOTOR, bro. He's like, I told you. And I was like, I fucking glossed over your text, bro. I'm watching this video.
They were
right
like,
now.
oh, what's a KOTOR? Well, 20 years ago.
Fucking 30 years ago. It's been so long.
Was it 30 years ago?
It's been a long time.
30
it's
years ago?
Xbox,
It's a long time
original Xbox. It's been at least 18 to 20 years for sure.
So not 30 years.
It's been a long time.
Okay.
I know it was before I was out of high school, so I'm gonna say 2003.
Okay.
2003. So yeah, pretty long time. Yeah, that's one of my favorite games of all time. I hope they do it justice, considering that it is a remake and not a remaster by a company that didn't have a hand in it to begin with. I hope they do it justice. I hope they still maintain, even though it's being remade, that game had a great plot twist to it, and I hope that they maintain some sort of that, because if you've never played KOTOR before, Darth Revan is you, by the way. Spoiler alert for a game that came out 25 years ago. You
literally just said it's a really good twist, and then you just gave the twist.
It's been out for 25 years. Get over it.
I'm over it. Just like
your
setup was, there's a good twist.
There's a good twist in it.
This is a twist.
This is the twist. Spoiler alert. But yeah, so you are that character that they show off in the in that little cinematic teaser. Yeah, I just hope that they do it justice and they change it up a little bit to kind of suit their needs, because everybody who's played it that's gonna play that game already knows what's happening. Kind of like how the Final Fantasy VII remake kind of took some liberties with the game.
I hope so too.
And
Yeah,
changed it up. So I just hope they take those types of liberties, and it is a PlayStation 5 exclusive, timed exclusive with a PC co-release at the same time. So PC and PS5 at the same time, and then followed by Xbox later, basically, is what they were saying. Maybe Stadia. It's PC.
I don't know.
Is it? But yeah, that one got me going, man. I was there was a lot of good stuff in that press conference, and the top three were definitely Spider-Man, KOTOR, and then God of War Ragnarok was just hands down one of the greatest trailers I've seen in a long, long time, man. That I didn't expect them to give away that much. Like,
I don't know what they gave away.
Like, no, I mean, like they gave a lot of.
I never finished the game. I played maybe 3-4 hours into it. I'm literally I think I'm on my way to like talking to Tier to get his help or something like that. I forgot.
So yeah, they do a lot of stuff with that trailer. A lot of stuff that wasn't given away in the original game. Kind of like his glaives and everything else, that the head that you carry around with you and shit like that.
Mimir, whatever his name is.
Mira, yeah. Thor as well was part of that trailer, which is at the end of the game.
You know who's voicing him?
Who?
Ryan Hurst.
From Sons of Anarchy, right?
Sons of Anarchy, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good. But we got Fat Thor. We didn't get Hunky Thor. We got Fat Thor.
So someone tweeted about it, and like, of course, you know how Twitter goes all fucking crazy. Apparently, that's how like Thor's supposed to look like in the mythology. He's supposed to be, because he's always drinking and shit.
He's supposed to be chubby.
And of course, Disney gets a hold of it and gets Chris Hemsworth, makes him sexy as fuck. Which I'm
not mad at him.
It sells, But I'm like, okay. I mean, and I'm fine, because I've talked about it before, where there's some franchises that I have or don't, or franchises that I like and don't like, and I've always been on the boat of, hey, if they make some changes and liberties, sure, why not change it up? I mean, kind of like how on Spider-Man, the new ones, they have Mary Jane, who's been traditionally a white girl with red hair. Mm-hmm. Now they changed it. a black girl was Zendaya, right?
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I know some people are like, oh, that's not true. It's not accurate.
Yeah, but Zendaya is hot as fuck.
Take some liberties. It's fine, you know. I mean, that's how I was when I saw God of War Ragnarok. I'm like, it's not sexy Thor, but you know what? It's Thor. Give it a chance. Don't go just ripping it off the gate.
Yeah. I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
God of War's got me mad excited. They didn't announce a release date for that, did they?
I think it's later this year. COVID. He's gonna give it to me now, guys.
You're welcome.
After
You're welcome, Rick. You get a 2-week vacation.
I need it.
You need a 2-week vacation.
I need a vacation. No, I don't. I already had one.
Did you?
Yeah.
What about another paid one for you to sit at home?
I got 4 more days. I'm saving those for November.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think God of War, out of the 3 like big Sony games that are out right now, I think God of War is like the one I probably like the most. I think it's more unique compared to like Tsushima and Aloy, Horizon Zero.
That's the big 3.
I think those are big ones. I mean, of course, Toulouse is a big one. And the what's the one from Naughty Dog? The Uncharted
what
series.
Did Guerrilla announce? Didn't Guerrilla announce anything?
I think they just talked about Horizon, but I don't think it was on this one.
No, it's because Santa Monica, 2 Insomniac games. What else was on that press conference, man? But I know Ragnarok blew me away. I was not expecting that much information and gameplay footage.
I'm not surprised that they talked about more of what you call it. They had I think they talked about Gran Turismo 7, Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, Uncharted Legacy. Chia.
Oh, and Uncharted's coming to PC now, right?
Is it?
Yeah. Because it's coming out for PS5 and PC.
I didn't know. I didn't see that part.
Yeah, so the Uncharted Legacy is coming to PS5 and PC at this point.
Then they fucking show Deathloop again. I'm like,
comes out next month, right? Or this month? Next month, October.
I think I know everything about that game already.
Do you?
I think so.
Because I've been listening to people that have been playing the game, and they don't even know what the fucking game is.
Okay, I mean, I'm just saying. I just saw so many clips. I'm like, I get it.
They're like, it's a breath of fresh air.
I get it.
I don't know how to play this game, though.
You're looping this game, and you have different abilities. You live one day, and you die, and you come back. Different weapons. Okay, like, I see. I don't know. I'm just tired of hearing trailers about this. Like, just fucking release it already.
Just get the game out already.
Get the game out already. Like, I heard so much about that one.
Please and thank you, sir. Yeah, so you covered a lot of this. Oh, God of War Ragnarok. But yeah, the KOTOR remake is definitely on the highest of priorities. I definitely want to...
I hope they do change it up. You're right. Because like what they did with Final Fantasy VII, just make it different, dude.
Just make it a little bit different. That way the people that are returning get to enjoy something, and the people that are coming in fresh also get to enjoy a fresh new game for them.
Or make them want to revisit the old one or something.
Exactly. I'm excited, man. Yeah, lots of good things coming. Sony definitely brought the heat with it. However, not a lot of release dates, not a lot of, which I understand why.
Yeah.
COVID and everything else going on in the world. But I think that they're out there to show that, hey, we do have the best first party team going in this console war, whatever you want to call it, competition.
Yeah, I don't think it's console war right
console
now.
Competition.
The only people that call it console war are like the PlayStation fanboys.
Yeah, whatever they want to call it. I think they came with the heat.
Grand Theft Auto, don't forget that one.
Grand Theft Auto 5 again. Is that what we're talking about?
It's happening.
That's not a exclusive though.
It's happening. That's part of the showcase.
Yeah, who cares?
That's like the biggest.
That's a letdown. Like, why are you wasting my time with this shit?
Like, I already played it, bro, 3 times.
Yeah,
I have it, but I don't have interest in it. Like, I know what it is. Like, I get it. To me, was the crazy one, Trevor?
Yeah.
He's my favorite one. I don't even fucking play the game. He's my fucking favorite.
Of course he is. He's great. And his voice actor was great.
When you were playing him, I'm like, go back to Trevor.
That game is a masterpiece. Hands down, 100% a masterpiece without the online aspect of it at all. The game front to back is just one of the greatest fucking video games ever made. That came out 3 console generations ago.
For sure.
Can we get a new Grand Theft Auto, please and thank you, 2K, Rockstar, whoever the fuck's handling this shit.
Get the Batman game.
Something, please. Stop rehashing. At this point, they're worse than Bethesda with the fucking Skyrim remakes.
Did you see the Alan Wake?
Yes. That one happened earlier in the week. And that one's getting a remaster. Not a remake.
Yeah, a refresh. I thought it was like maybe like a sequel because I think the last DLC for Control
was they
introduced Alan Wake.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
I didn't get to play through that DLC.
I
yet.
wonder if they're gonna start crossing over. Maybe like start building upon that world, which makes sense because it's fucking crazy as shit.
So from what I played of Alan Wake back on the Xbox 360, from what I can remember, I didn't complete the game, and maybe I need to go back and do so.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I remember, the game was very, very good, very different. But as compared to Control, as far as Remedy goes, Control's just, I don't know if it's because it was newer at the time when I played it, and you told me you had spoke so highly of it, so I gave it the honest shot that I gave it, and I really enjoyed that game. And I own like 4 different copies of that game. I need to actually sit down and play through the Ultimate Edition so I can get all the DLC and stuff. But the gameplay is phenomenal and all that stuff. I'm looking forward to the remaster, but I kind of want to go back and play through Alan Wake again. I own it.
Just to refresh.
Just to like refresh myself and actually like beat the game, because I have Alan Wake and I have Alan Wake the DLC for it. American Nightmare, I think is what it was called, if I'm not mistaken. But I never played through American Nightmare. But yeah, I need to give it another shot. I think I need to give it another shot because from what I remember of the game many years ago, I enjoyed it. But I just, for one reason or another, just never completed it.
Never went through it, finished it.
Never went through with it. But yeah.
But yeah, I think overall, I give the PlayStation Showcase for 2021. I give it a B+. I liked it.
B+.
It just some games they didn't have games that I like, which is fine.
Yours are coming though.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get Elden Rings.
You get like one a year.
Yeah, I'll get Elden Rings. I'll get I already have a shit ton of fighting games. Melty Blood's coming out on the 30th. I can't wait for that one. Melty Blood.
Multi-Blood?
Melty.
Like melty blood?
It's like it's melting.
Melty
blood.
Is this
Type
a fighting
Lumina.
game?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same guys who made Eunice, Under Night and Breath Clear.
Oh, I'm definitely
latest
out.
EST, open bracket, XT, close bracket.
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
fucking love that game, dude. I think that fighting game's the truth. If you think I'm kidding, that's the fucking name. So chat, put it in the link. Link it in the chat.
I've lost all the energy
Under
in my
Night.
body.
In birth.
I've lost all the energy in my body.
Latest, clear, open bracket, EST, close bracket.
It's too much. It's too much for a name, dude.
I love that game. So, but yeah, they're making Melty Blood. It's coming out on the 30th. So I'm like, okay, I'll play that fighting game.
On the 30th of September, the 2 Thursdays from now?
Yeah, so that's coming out. But I did like, I didn't see too much gameplay, but I did see some Guardians of the Galaxy. I think that'd be fun to play.
Did they show gameplay?
Like, I think it was tied in, if they did, with the cinematics and stuff.
What kind of game is it going to be?
I think it's going to be kind of like, choose your character. Nice world. Go do some quests.
Go do some quests?
Yeah.
That's
what I'm thinking. I don't know.
ARPG
I don't
or
know. I have no
RTS?
I don't think
FPS, third person
RTS.
shooter?
I don't think it'll be RTS. Maybe third person. No, because I think third person.
Like, what kind of game is this going to be?
I don't know. But it's the Guardians of the Galaxy. Like,
who's making it?
I enjoyed. I forgot. I did read it.
I don't know. But
is
it Insomniac?
No, I think it's Insomniac. Because if it's Insomniac, that'd be fucking great. Because I enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy when I saw the movies. I was like, wow, who are these guys? These are cool. I like when these C roster characters
Square
get the spotlight.
Enix. Oh god, I'm out.
Did you see the other one Square Enix is making? Forspoken.
The Avengers?
No, I think they had some DLC coming out for it.
Spider-Man and Black Panther.
Well, I know we talked about Wakanda.
Yeah, I'm out, dude. Square Enix
I've
is
been
making. I'm out. I'm out on this. I'm out on that Square Enix Marvel train. They're definitely not Insomniac.
Yeah, the only Square Enix game that I saw using the Luminous engine. It was, what was it called? It was
Luminous engine.
Forspoken, which it looked like some girl gets taken back to some fantasy world, and you have these different powers when you're bouncing around, parkour, and you're hitting them with magic and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, it looked pretty cool, but I was like, I don't know. I mean, I have to see more.
I got you.
But Project Eve looks like I want to play. Might be right up my alley. And right now, currently, Tales of Arise just came out on Steam.
Right.
So I want to play that one. And then another one from Bandai Namco is Scarlet Nexus. I want to play that one also. So I was like, okay.
You gonna pick that one up on PC or?
If I do pick them up, I'm gonna them on PC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just enjoy it better on PC.
I don't
I
blame you.
like the PlayStation, but like if I want to stream it, I have to go through go through the capture card. Now open up the software so it can sync up the audio and stuff like that. It's like, what
I don't have to do that.
Really?
I just open up Streamlabs or OBS,
And it's already synced up and everything.
Everything's synced up.
Mine's not.
I gotta teach you. I got to teach you how to do
you have
these things.
when you have the output, you have it as Elgato. You have direct out.
Oh, for the OBS?
Yeah,
It's on Elgato.
it's an Elgato.
Mm-hmm. And then you just change the sound to not direct out, but it's the second one down. I forget what
Wave or
Wave.
something?
Yeah, comes through.
Because
Just
mine
fine.
was still, it was odd. I just have to have
And I just have the headphones on.
So I had to. Well, I was trying to listen to. We'll mess with that later.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I can
it
teach
was.
you.
But I have to have the software just running in the background just to have the audio linked up. Because if I did it, like if I move the cursor over, beep.
I'm still having that issue where my fucking PlayStation just randomly turns on. Randomly, dude. Just fucking random. Just turns on.
I see something on the Reddit sometimes where like my PlayStation 5 acting up. I'm like, fuck, that sucks. Like, I guess I don't know.
Like, it doesn't bother it. Like, it bothers me because it's just turning on.
You got two of them though.
I don't know why it's doing it. I don't know why. Like, I'm just sitting there. I'm playing Destiny, and then I hear beep, and I'm like, the fuck.
Well, at least it's not one of those things where like it takes over your monitor. Or something
I think some fucking kid around me has another PlayStation, and his
your
is
neighbor.
like his Bluetooth MAC address is the same as mine. I gotta figure out how to change that up. I might have to resync the controllers or some shit. I don't know. What else you got, Papa?
I think that's about it.
All right. You covered all the topics that I was gonna cover.
Yeah.
And we are an hour 15, and it is 10:15. So by the time I get home, it's gonna be 11, and I got 12 hours to catch my flight. So fucking wrap it up, B.
Gotcha, bitch.
Guys, I like streaming. I appreciate it. I have a great time. I enjoy it. I'm doing a lot of day by daylight. I have
You're
some
bluing?
Bluing. I have some things lined up. I kind of want to start playing. I'm thinking about talking to the boys
Okay.
and streaming some MVCI
Okay.
or some Grand Blue or some like the
What
fighting
about
games.
Fighter Z?
The fighting. The thing about Dragon Ball Fighter Z is that Bandai Namco has not released a definitive edition yet. So if you try to get into that game,
You have to spend like.
buying all the DLC, like,
Yeah.
fuck.
I get you. And they're not gonna do it probably.
If they do it, it'll probably be within like their last year of the cycle of the game.
Facts.
But that's what they need to do. Like, I think it's a hinder at this point because the game is still doing strong, even though it doesn't have like the best netcode. It's the community is very rabid about it. They love it a lot, and of course the IP is powerful. Everybody fucking, if you heard of anime, you heard of Dragon Ball, you're having a good time. You probably like it. So I really wish they make a definitive edition and include everybody because like I said, I want to play that, and that's what I want to do. I want to have one night to stream like Unist, have one night stream, whatever fighting game we have that isn't popular right now, and just play it and have a good time. Because especially since I've been playing Dead by Daylight, and I've been maining Nemesis, like I want to play him in MVCI again. Like fuck, like I want to like freaking shoot tentacles, hit him with the noodles, and then come down and rocket launcher and shit like that. So yeah, guys, streaming OS Rick with the one, twitch.tv. Check us out there.
Check them out.
Yeah.
Before we go, I forgot to mention the PlayStation Plus games for September, are out right now. Overcooked All You Can Eat for PS5, Hitman 2 for PS4, and Predator Proving Grounds for PS4, which is basically your Dead by Daylight clone, but for Predator. So if you give that one a shot, it's free. Why not?
I was thinking they need to add. I wouldn't be mad if they added the xenomorphs. But then again, I was like, wait, I don't want it to become fucking Fortnite. Messy Chun-Li in there. And Guile. And Rio.
Next thing you know, fucking Bison's gonna be an enemy. He's gonna fucking.
God, yeah. Fucking psycho crushers across the room and hit you with it and put you on a hook.
He just grabs you, picks you up with his telekinesis, and
Yeah,
fucking
I was
tosses
like,
you
fuck.
somewhere.
Like I want to see more of these crossovers, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? Let's just keep it to like horror stuff, horror genre.
Speaking of crossovers,
Go
go get your Master Chief collection in Fortnite today. I got that fucking
I thought that bitch already
notification.
been out.
Yeah, I've been seeing that fucking notification pop up. But yeah, anyway, as always, guys, you can catch me on all things social media at @OS_onslaught. However, I am not streaming this week at all, but make sure you check me out on Instagram to see all the cool, fun pictures that I'm going to post from vacation because my girlfriend is an amazing photographer.
That's
She's
true.
definitely taking all
That's
the pictures.
Just give her a plug.
Definitely. Check her out at MAG Photography on Instagram. But don't ask for nudes, though. I'll kill you. Anyways, guys, we love and appreciate all you guys. We hope that you're staying safe and staying
Healthy,
exercising,
eating
and
right,
staying away from hurricanes and or COVID and or wildfires and whatever these once in a lifetime events that happen in 6 times in the past year. We hope you're staying away from all of those
You notice
things.
that's more frequent now.
Huh?
It's more frequent now.
Well, yeah, everything's more frequent now.
Climate change is real.
It's real, bro.
No fucking don't lie to yourself.
No
It's real.
shit.
We saw it this year in Texas.
Yeah.
Literally, Texas froze over.
Yeah. Oh yeah, your freezes too.
Yeah.
We hope that you're staying safe, doing all those things, whether you're working, whether you're staying at home, doing whatever. Make sure you're safe. Make sure you're healthy. Make sure you're doing the right things, guys. We love and appreciate every single one of you every week, especially after 121 weeks. So we'll definitely see.
I want to tell you a quick story.
Sure.
So last Saturday, I was hanging out with Travis and Kat.
Yep. What was my invite?
You were sick, remember?
Oh.
And he introduced me to his in-laws, Gary and Barbara.
Right.
Man, I had a good time hanging out with them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
He was telling me about his firearm collection and how I was growing up as a kid and stuff he did. I'm like literally, I spent all night just chit-chatting with Gary.
Nice.
And he's like, I feel bad, Rick. You're not hanging out with your wife. Like, I live with her.
Fuck
It's fine.
that.
So we just kept hanging out and drinking
Nice.
and had a good time. I was like, holy shit. Like, I made a new friend.
Nice, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So make sure you're hanging out with your
Hang out with your friends. Yeah, make time for your friends, guys. Make
Yeah,
time for your
make
friends.
time.
Because in this day and age where everybody's like isolated, I mean, of course, don't be a fucking idiot. And if you're sick, stay home. But
Yes.
if you're healthy and your friends are healthy, you want to hang out with your friends.
Damn right.
It's good to experience with other people and hang out, because if you just stay brewed up by yourself, cooped up, it does you no good, man.
Facts.
You need some interactions.
Hell yeah. So we'll catch you guys next week at my house for episode 122. Peace out, guys.
Bye, guys. See ya. Oh, I don't.